All right. Do you folks ever work with wood? You know,
my husband does.
Yeah. It is feeling the wood and feeling that piece of art that you can create.
Oh, wow.
We're going to talk about an opportunity to see the most, some of the most beautiful wood and wood carvers in Hawaii. And this particular piece, you'll be surprised, well, maybe not surprised, but to who made this. We'll tell you about that when we come back.
Wow.
Look at this beautiful piece of art. This is koa, and we all know how special koa is. I want to welcome Andy Cole as we continue to look at this beautiful piece. Andy, who made this?
The person who made this is somebody that you've probably heard their name, you've seen them on television. You would probably not expect that in his spare time he would be doing something like this, but if you've ever seen the State Attorney General, David Louis, on television, when he takes that suit off and heads home, he works it, goes down to his studio, and he's a wood turner. He's a very passionate wood turner, and he just loves what he does, and so we're delighted to have his piece in the show this year.
Look at that. Look at that. Now, how long would it take to somebody to make something this beautiful like this?
It's always an interesting question that people ask that, and it takes a long time to learn how to make a bowl like that. A lot of times people will look at a bowl and they think they want to learn how to do it, and they realize how long it actually takes. It's a long process, about a year from the time you get a wood until you're done, but he will work on that for quite a while.
When you look at the koa, because koa has so much character, right, in the wood, and you can feel koa. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I have worked with koa when I was younger in high school, and it breathes, it lives.
It does. Yeah. Every wood is alive and breathing, and they change continuously.
Wow.
Every wood has a very unique smell to it when you're working with it, a different feel, a different cut when you're working with it. Yes.
Yeah. And we're here to talk about the WoodShow, Hawaii's WoodShow, which happens annually, and these are some of the pieces, many pieces that will be featured. Who can people expect to see? What can people expect to see?
There's going to be a wide variety of pieces here. I brought the ones that were easy to carry, that I was afraid I wouldn't break. There are some that are incredibly delicate. I didn't dare move those from where they were, so I picked up the pieces I was comfortable moving. You'll see small pieces like this. You'll see there's a bowl it's called the King's Cauldron. It's big enough that we could make a hot tub out of it and all of us sit in there, and that'll be on display. That'll be a great piece to see. And so there's a wide variety of pieces that you'll see, sculptures, turnings, furniture, pieces that'll just blow your mind.
This blows my mind because this is what kind of wood? We're looking at several different types.
There's two different types of wood in there, and that's what's called a segmented turning, which means that the person cut out all the pieces, glued them together, and then put them back onto the lathe to turn it. And the woods that you're looking at there are mango on the bottom, and then coco bolo on the top, and then he's done pyrography around the edges to show, it's called trellising leaves, and so he's hand carved or hand burned all of those leaves into the top.
What's the purpose of this show? And I want to focus in on one more piece that you brought in, but what's the focus of your show?
The purpose of the show is to show off the beautiful woods that we have here in Hawaii. We're blessed with some of the greatest woods on the planet. We also have some of the greatest artisans, and we want to show off that asset that we have here in the state, the woods, and the skill of the artisans that can make those woods.
September 1st through the 15th, this is over at the Honolulu Museum of Art School. The days are from Tuesday through Sunday.
That's correct.
Yeah. And the hours are 11 till 6. 11
in the morning till 6. It opens this Sunday, 11 o'clock in the morning, and that's a great time to get down. Right across from Thomas Square Park. It's that beautiful old stone building, plenty of parking, free parking on Sunday. You don't want to miss out on this one.
And the event is absolutely free. Take a look at this, folks, and describe what we have here, Andy.
Okay, it's a marquetry box. The main wood on that is koa, the honu. On the inside, you can see the koa. And you were asking also about the artists that we have. Yes. We have a number of artists that are full-time artists, some who've been doing this for 30, 40 years. We also have, like I had mentioned with David Lloyd, people who have careers and do this as a hobby. The gentleman who made this, John Sincerbo, if you've ever flown back and forth to Texas, he may have been your bus driver at 40,000 feet. He's a professional pilot, and he gets his wood when he comes here, so it's Hawaiian wood, and then he flies it back and he works in his studio in Texas and brought that back just in time for the show.
Well done. Well done, John. Andy. And yes. you work as well, and you teach.
I'm a wood turner. Yes, that's my passion.
Wood turner. What's the difference between a wood turner and a wood carver?
Okay, the tools are the same. You're still cutting wood with a sharp edge. The difference is in what's moving. A wood turner, the guy is pretty much like me, pretty much standing still, and the wood is sitting on a lathe spinning. I mean, it's going round and round, and you stand here with a tool and just hold it still and carve it. It's kind of like throwing on a potter's wheel, except you're this way instead of this way, and it's a lot of fun.
And you teach as well.
I teach as well, and I had the privilege of teaching David Louis. So, if there's anything I can brag about, it's that I had a successful student.
Very successful indeed.
Yeah. So come down and see the show. You will love it if you get there.
I absolutely love it. Again, I love working with wood and understand the importance of our koa, but also all the other beautiful woods we have in Hawaii. Andy, thank you very much for joining us. We'll be right back once again, September 1st through the 15th over at the Honolulu Museum of Art School, 11 to 6, Tuesday through Sunday. Again, admission
is free.
Love it. We'll be right back.